this woman, right? I mean, there are a lot of talks going on at the moment about Harry receiving a text from a woman that he is in love with, or that Meghan caught that woman, and she also caught Harry exchanging a text message with another woman, and it said that Meghan Markle is absolutely furious after she found out that Harry is actually having an affair. So I do not know. That's why I put a question mark on my title. I do not know if she is the lover of Harry, but I don't think she is a lover. She is not the lover of Prince Harry. She is just a spectator. Happened to be there watching this game or match with Harry. But something I did notice, something that you should also take note of, and that is, I'm gonna go frame by frame to show you how Meghan, even though she knows that Harry is interacting with this particular woman, but she's acting like she doesn't know it. Okay, she's completely acting because she knows she's on camera, pretending that she doesn't know anything about it. Now there is another lady actually on the corner. I hope I can move myself. Okay, so I'm gone. Okay, so you can see that the interaction took place between this person, and Harry. Now another thing that you will notice is that, as I said, she is not paying any attention, or at least she is pretending. She is trying her best to ignore the whole situation, but this whole situation is unfolding right in front of her, and she cannot be oblivious to it. She is just pretending she doesn't know anything. But Harry is meeting with this or socializing with this two quite comfortably. Looks like he's much more keen to talk to this woman than to talk to her. And you can see clearly that his body language, you can see him looking completely away from her. And she is not someone who will not notice it. She did notice that. And inside, she was absolutely jealous, fuming. How could Harry ignore her and talk to these other two women? So if I go frame by frame, see another thing you notice, nobody is really clapping. Okay, so this is how she is trying to cover up her anger or seething that she is going through at the moment inside of her, and that is by clapping. Okay, nobody's clapping. Why are you clapping? What is there to clap? Nobody's doing that, but it's only her. So she is trying to, and again, when you're acting, you do something that is not shared by other people. Okay, occasionally it can happen. So she's clapping, and then you can see her. All of a sudden, she's done with clapping because it's so awkward. Nobody's clapping, but and then she stops clapping right at this point. And she then took a little bit look with her right eye towards what was happening on her right side. Remember, even though you can say that, well, these women, they're not, in terms of their status or whatever, beauty, they're not perhaps as famous or as good as Meghan Markle, but she gets jealous every time. They're black, and Meghan is black, and Meghan cannot handle it. How could black women talk to my husband? Remember, Meghan is a racist. Okay, Meghan is a racist. She doesn't stand, or she cannot stand her husband talking to two black women. She is very racist, and we have proven that in many videos in the past. Okay, I'm gonna reboot myself again, and then if you go frame by frame again, you can see her pushing Harry a little bit here. Okay, now she is trying to grab his attention because he's not paying attention at all. So then she slowly pushes Harry, or makes her first move, that you need to pay attention to me, by touching Harry and grabbing him, really literally grabbing him, trying to grab him, but still he's not giving her any attention whatsoever. Then she realized, when Harry threw his hand in the air, she realized, well, this guy is not gonna buzz. He's not gonna pay attention to me because he's too busy, too focused talking to these two other women. Then she gives up. She immediately gives up, pulling Harry, and then let's see what she does next. So he's busy. He's explaining something to these women. She is done. Meghan is done trying to get his attention. And now look at her facial expression. Okay, this is where I think things get very interesting. Look at her facial expression. In just few seconds ago she was laughing, right? All smiley and laughy and lovey-dovey. All of a sudden the smile is gone. The smile, take a look at her facial expression. Okay, just look at her facial. See, she's smiling here. And then when she realized that, well, look at her hand position too. The moment he tried to pull him, okay, and realized he's not gonna turn towards her, her facial expression changed completely. So you cannot notice these things unless you go in slow motion to see the whole scene, right? So here she is pulling and he's not responding, and then you see her facial expression change completely. At this point she is not laughing, she is not enjoying it, she is still there but fuming, seething and fuming inside, but still managing to pretend or act like she's enjoying the game. Okay, she is not. Rather, what she finds is that he is getting even more focused on these two other women. Like here, he was sitting a little bit up straight, right? But then as the conversation was getting a little bit more intense, he leaned forward towards those two women. And that is not what she would like. That's not what the Duchess of Dishon would like. I'm getting ignored completely on camera. Oh my God! You can see the Duke of Dufusses is leaning forward, like almost going for a kiss or something, right? And you can see at the same time, Duchess of Dishon, she is actually leaning backward because she is disgusted at this point. Okay, she's absolutely disgusted that this guy is not just not paying attention to me, but also he's going for a kiss or something like that, going for the kiss. And so she immediately leans back. It's a passive aggressive behavior from a narcissist. When they get ignored, when they don't feel loved, they get absolutely mad and they cut themselves off from the other person. No contact, no touch, no giggling, no emotion whatsoever on her face. It's a very poker face right now, very much poker face. And this just few moments, guys, it explains really who Meghan is. Now I want you to pay attention to these people. Okay, take a look at this guy, and actually let me pull it up here a little bit so that you can see this guy's face. So here you have several people in front of them. Harry recently said that she is a global icon. Okay, she is a global icon, Meghan Markle. And as you can see, the talk is still going on. So if you're a global icon, why would people not give you that kind of vibe at all? I can see these people did not pay attention to her existence at all. I'm not saying they should be looking at her, every now and then. I'm not saying that. But if you're a global icon, you should get something from these people. They are not looking at you. They're actually this is actually quite the opposite happening. They're happy, just enjoying their game, totally oblivious of the global icon sitting right behind them, and they are just enjoying their game. That's all they're doing. That's why they came for this event for. Unbelievable stuff. If you go really slow motion, you will notice so many things.